Shit, bro. Not gonna lie. Today was an interesting one. For sure. Definitely, I saw a lot of people get, lose a good amount of money today. Um, Thankfully I did not. Um, I lost a very tiny bit on the day. Um, and we're gonna get into that, trade reviews, where I went wrong, where I went right, where I can improve, and just really what I learned from today, and also just a very intricate way of how you could play today pretty damn well. So, anyways, so coming into the day, I was overall in the higher time frame. I'm still long biased. I think we're going long. I think we're coming up higher. In my past few videos, you can check. I've said this right. We've taken out all these lows right. Had a very strong move up since then, and right here we're kind of due for a retracement. We came back into equilibrium of this price leg right. Got a nice little SMT model down right. So we're due for a retracement, but now I believe that retracement was over right here right. So I'm thinking we probably don't even want to come below this low. Um, but today I'm kind of looking for the reversal, or kind of the retrace will be over and we reverse back up, right? Continue back up, if you will, whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of like the context I had coming into the day. Um, and we got a New York session low get swept while we come into this inverse fair value gap on the 1 hour, this order block right here as well. Also on the 4 hour, we're in a bullish fair value gap and a bearish inverse fair value gap. And this is the first inverse fair value gap as well. So do with that what you will, right? Um, ES looking even a bit stronger here. But yeah, so I was already an ES on this, right? And at this retracement move, we in pre-market, after we swept New York session lows, we got a 1 hour um, unicorn model here, right? So I really like that. I was thinking, yeah, we probably want to come up here, maybe even up here by the end of the day. We'll see, right? But also, right, coming into the day, we swept Asia highs, right? We came down to Asia highs, and then we put an SMT at this 1 hour high, as you can see. So that was kind of like a big thing conflicting us, right? And if we zoom in on the 50-minute, we're really just in this, consolidation profile now. And we've gotten models, sell models to go downwards, right? So overall, yeah, you know, I'm thinking we still want to come up, but we have this, kind of sandwiching us. This 1 hour SMT right here with this internal model, um, pretty much sandwiching us, right? Um, so as you can see, the first 30, 45 minutes is just basically straight chop, right? With that, um, kind of waiting, and then we finally take out all the objectives and finally move up, right? Um, so yeah, that's how you can kind of identify chop and just high resistance, pockets of price is when we kind of have um, two things conflicting each other, right? Two models conflicting each other, right? Um, this one had to finish off, right? And even from here, right, from London highs, we are getting sweeps with SMTs, right? I believe this is London highs. Yeah. So at London highs, we're getting SMTs as well, um, in conjunction with this 1 hour SMT as well from New York session, right? From New York PM session. Um, so these were kind of getting in our way and congesting us and, all the way until even this high gets swept, right? And then finally we put in this SMT here at New York open lows and finally move up. That was your really good trade of the day right in here. And then you can target, obviously you want to take, be cautious because the day's choppy, but then, take some scales off here, then go up here. All right, so let's get into it though. Let's get into, how we started off, right? All right, so straight up, coming into the day, um, we had swept London session highs, right, with an SMT. Now, I was wanting to see us, if we're going to shoot up here right away, I was wanting to see us just expand past these highs, right? But huge, um, divergence within the indexes. Um, and going into the 1 minute, right, even right here, actually, we got a really strong model on ES. So with these London session highs getting taken, I'm thinking, okay, the retracel, right, with this SMT here, right, and this 15-minute model with 1 hour SMT, I'm thinking, okay, we want to come in for a deeper retracel, obviously. So I get in, but I'm understanding, that A, we're in choppy conditions. This is a strong model right at open, We're sweeping London highs, getting a strong model here. I like to see that, right? So now this shows me that we want to come for a deeper retracement. Now I get in like right here, um, right when we come into here, right, we're coming into bearish PD raise. I set my stops to break even. Once we come down here. Why? Um, simply because I'm not even expecting these lows to really get taken at this point. We're coming down into, where is it? This 1 hour fair value gap. So I honestly should have taken some scales here, like in equilibrium of this 1 hour fair value gap, but I set my scales to this 1 hour order block, which we did eventually come down to, but not yet in the day. So honestly, I don't even like this trade that much just because I knew it was against my overall higher time frame bias. But with this London high getting swept, I, with this SMT, right, and the strong internal model, I'm thinking, you know, we definitely want to come down and um, retrace more. But I'm not willing to, let this come back to break even right after we push so much. I just want to see it be a quick push and be done with it, right? Obviously, we didn't retrace that far. We came down, retraced a bit further, but yeah, yes was the weaker name as well. So I was thinking, right, maybe this even goes a bit further, right? I was thinking we wanted to come down, a little bit further, right? Couldn't get um, my profit targets hit at all. Fine, break even stops. We get stopped out at break even, right? So that's, you know, I don't know. I would have liked to see that go lower, but once again, this is against overall the higher time frame draw. So a lot of people were getting stopped out over here trying to go short. I feel like when we are coming to this 1 hour fair value gap. So you know, I was hoping for a bit of a deeper retrace down here right away, but we couldn't get that. Um, so yeah, but once again, still though, like NQ is holding London session lows, right? NQ's holding London session lows, these 8 a.m. lows that ES had taken. Um, it's holding all these lows, right? And it's in conjunction with the higher time frame um, bias as well. So this is what I'm thinking to overall play out, right? And NQ overall just has more pull, right? More weight to it than ES does, especially as of right now. Um, and also ES, has leaving a lot of liquidity left behind as well. So yeah, and then coming into that, we get an SMT at London session lows once again. SMT at these 8 a.m. lows um, off of that, right? And then we get this nice model, right? Even right here, I actually missed a quick little entry. Could have got in right here. Maybe even wouldn't have got in though. But yeah, we made a nice little model right here. Could have got entry in right here. Um, change the state right here as well. And then we come up, take this 1 hour high. I'll show you guys, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, we might be ready to break out once we've gotten this SMT at where is it? Where is it? Once we've gotten this SMT at these 8 a.m. lows, right? We came down into here. Keep in mind though, these lows aren't too, you know, I guess they're London session lows for ES. So, I mean, we sweep these lows, right? I'm thinking, okay, now we're seeing strong internal models. I think we're ready to, finally get the move up. Well, we have one last thing in our way in this whole chart profile, which is this 1 hour high right here. We take this 1 hour high, close above it actually pretty nicely, but we get an internal model, um, which shoots us down all the way till here. But ES, it takes its one or New York session opens, right? So we get an SMT right here once again. Now we have literally nothing like in our way, right? We have nothing in our way. We've taken out this high, right? This internal model has played out. We got this SMT right here now. Now you can wait just for a internal model right here, and which you do get. You get a higher high with the fair value gap, um, inversing this fair value gap. That's what I'd like to see. You get enter right here, targets right here, and all the way up here. And that's the banger trade that I kind of missed. I was kind of done for the day after that break even play. I was thinking, okay, it's a really choppy day, but you know. Oh, also I did take a trade actually. Sorry, I did actually take a trade, another one. But I stopped it like right away because I realized it wasn't a good trade. This little internal model right here that gave us the boost to this high. Well, with these choppy conditions taking out this high, we get this internal model, right? I'm not expecting these smaller models to hold, right? I'm expecting this to hold. This has weight. This low has weight. This low does not have weight. After it plays out to this high, it's just too small on a choppy day. This model is just too insignificant, right? Um, so yeah, not all models are going to be the same and have the same alignment um, with the higher time frame draw, right? Or with the higher time frame picture. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for today, y'all. Pretty rough day in the markets. My profit was like negative 100, negative $200. Still up on a week, but yeah, definitely could have played the day better. Also, just a rough day. So always just learn from days like this. And yeah,